Hello, how are you? I'm always talking. I see some things and I just do this brief video about it. I just saw something now where someone was saying that the advice that was given by, I think it's Pastor Paul Adefarasin, I hope I got that right, who said that everyone should have a plan B, and that plan B, basically being opting out of the country and just look for ways up to. And somebody said that that was an evil kind of advice. And I'm thinking, what's evil about that? It's not evil. It is what it is. It's a plan B. Everyone should have plan B to Z. You don't just stay in one place without any plan per se, or just looking at the country the way it is. If you say that it's a selfish plan, yes, I agree. It's an unrealistic plan, yes, I agree. But it's not an evil plan. I mean, it's something that it's out there. Everyone, if you have, I always say, if you have the opportunity and you want to, please, by all means, you can leave the country and just go have a good life. Every self-preservation is the one most important key thing that everyone must think about, and it's always topmost. Everyone wants to preserve themselves, want to still be out there. So it's not a situation of trying to guilt trip people or emotionally blackmail people into saying that, oh, if you're thinking of leaving the country, it means that you're not a good person. No, that's not it. It is what it is. And if that's part of the decision you want to make, yes. But in what I said, it's an unrealistic plan and it's a selfish plan. These are the things that I mean. Selfish in the sense that you're only thinking about yourself, and then, so when you go, what happens to every other person? And unrealistic in the fact that you can't, it still comes down to only about you, because you can't carry everybody along. You can't carry all members of your family. You can't carry all of your friends, all of your colleagues, all of your town people or village people or country people. So it's all about you. And at the end of the day, Nigeria is that country that we do you. That's one of the things I keep telling people. I say, look, yes, it's an option. I always say have that as the option. But even when you are not in Nigeria, it is not for you to not say that, oh, it's none of my business what is happening back home, because it really is your business. Because at the end of the day, like I said earlier, Nigeria will do you. It has a way of doing you. Whether you live abroad or you live in Nigeria, one day that Nigeria is waiting for you. It probably might be the time that you decide to come and visit, that Nigeria that you ran away from, you actually now come and meet it still being there. It's also with the fact that you, even when you're abroad, for example, you have your plan B, you've traveled abroad, you've been able to get your citizenship in another country, the Nigeria will still be following you. I mean, like I always say to people, there's a difference between Nigerian American or Nigerian Canadian and British American or British Canadian. When you see somebody who is British Canadian or British American, you know that they are there because they want to. When you see somebody who is Nigerian American or Nigerian Canadian, you look at them and think, okay, they are there because they have to. What's the difference? Back in your country, you know, it's not really up there. And so you get a certain kind of respect when your home country, your other country, is also a country that is top there with the ones you are at. So American, Canadian, the way they will be looked upon will be different from you, Nigerian, Nigerian, Canadian. And so it's very important, and it's helpful for all of us, to develop that country, to ensure that Nigeria works, to focus on public interest issues, not just on personal interest issues. And for people who are also abroad, you end up, you're carrying so much burden that you ought not to be carrying. If things were working very well, if things were properly working, you won't be paying so many people's school fees, you won't be paying so many people's healthcare, you won't be sending money back, so much money back home, because you need to have these things out there. They will be taken care of. People will be able to take care of themselves, when there's that financial buoyancy amongst or people all over. One of the things that I basically always say to people is the fact that I don't want to help anybody. I want people not to need my help. I want people to be in the same position that I am in. I want people to not, I don't want to come, oh, you're the one that helped this one to pay their school fees. No, I don't want them to need any of that. So that's the reason why I'm going to stand and make demands on government and ensure that they do the right thing that needs to be done. So it's not an evil plan. It's a plan the way it is, and everybody everybody should have plan B to Z. Don't just stay and wait till things get bad or something. Do whatever you need to do. But at the same time, again, it is also how do I put it now? Imperative and also mandatory. Is it the word? I shouldn't say mandatory because you can choose not to care. But it's important for us to build Nigeria, to get Nigeria to the place that it ought to be, to get Nigeria to be that amazing country that we all can be proud of. Because over 200 million people, there's no place enough on this earth that is going to contain us all. If we say we're all going to run, we can't even run. It's not a realistic plan. Like I said, it's a selfish plan, but there's nothing about there's nothing evil about it. It's a pragmatic plan for yourself and probably your immediate family, if you can. But then not a lot of people have the capacity. Not a lot of people have the financial means. Not a lot of people will be given the opportunity to be able to move out of Nigeria with their families or relocate to another place. So it comes down to the fact that we need to have our country fixed. We need to have a country where no Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. We need a country where the child of nobody can become somebody without knowing anybody. Thank you. See you in the next video. And please, if you need me to talk about anything, just put it in the comment. I love to talk, actually. I'm better at talking and explaining things than writing it out. And then somehow, somewhere, one of the things that I have, you know that your strength and your weakness is one of my strengths, that I actually look at issues from a perspective that many people don't even bother to look at issues from. And it gets me into a lot of troubles. It did get me into a lot of trouble when I was much younger, and even up to now, many people don't understand. It's much later. I now sit and say, oh, this is what Aisha Yesufu was. I'm like, welcome to the club now. Now you Sabina. Take care. Bye.